What's going on, guys? It's awesome here again, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about something that's kind of scares me about Modern Warfare Remastered, something that could be coming to Modern Warfare Remastered, and I think you guys, I think you guys should know about it. I think a lot of you guys probably know about this already, but I want to talk about it. So what is this that I'm talking about? So there was a Reddit post earlier. It was either last night or this morning. It came from Reddit. Um, some guy went through the Modern Warfare Remastered PC game files and found unused code for what could potentially be DLC weapons that could be potentially coming to Modern Warfare Remastered. And the reason I find this alarming is because it could be coming via supply drops. Now, this hasn't been confirmed nor denied by Activision, but I'm not entirely, if they do this, I'm not entirely surprised if they do this, just because, you know, it's Activision. They made a ton of money last year, and I believe last year and this year, on microtransactions, especially supply drops. They made a shit ton of money off of supply drops because the reason they made a ton of money off of supply drops is because all the little kids, all the gullible kids that fucking don't understand the value of money, haven't worked a real job yet, but don't understand the value of money, will fucking impulse buy on their mom's credit card, or the many fucking YouTubers like HollowPoint and T Martin and Chaos Silencer who do a bunch of fucking supply drop opening videos. Yet a lot of them fucking came out against supply drops, but yet still made fucking supply drop opening videos. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but a little bit of hypocrisy there. But anyways, guys, while I'm not entirely surprised that this could be happening, it's still fucking bullshit, and it still angers me because this is Call of Duty 4 we're talking about. One of the best games, in my opinion, one of the best shooters ever made. And it could be ruined with this fucking bullshit, especially because the weapons that they could be adding are new weapons that have not been in the game before, like the Striker from Modern Warfare 2, the Galil from Black Ops 1, which I thought was kind of odd considering the fact that the Galil was in Black Ops, and that was a Treyarch game, not an Infinity War game. They also could be adding the PP2000 from Modern Warfare 2, which is basically a machine pistol. There's a bunch of guns they could be adding. And there's also like a shovel and some melee weapons. This is basically a perfect opportunity. This is basically a perfect sense, I guess, of supply drops incoming to Modern Warfare Remastered. Raven Software did say that they would be adding a few surprises in the December drop. Could they be adding supply drops with weapons? And they're like, okay, if they're gonna put supply drops in Call of Duty in the Modern Warfare Remastered, and it's just cosmetics, like camos and emblems and shit like that, that's fine. I don't think most of the community would care. But if it was fucking weapons, shit that actually affect the gameplay, especially in like Infinite Warfare, and like the weapons that you can get via supply drops in Infinite Warfare are weapons that are clearly better than the ones in the base game, than the ones that you can get just by ranking up. But hopefully we won't have to deal with that. Hopefully we won't have to deal with that problem in Modern Warfare Remastered. But it's still bullshit because it's shit that actually affects gameplay, and they're locking it behind a fucking slot machine paywall, which is the fucking supply drops, in my opinion, are basically a form of gambling because you're basically spending real world money for a 1% chance to get something that you actually want that could be worth that value. It's basically price gouging / gambling. If you don't know what price gouging is, it's basically when a company charges an amount of money for a product that's they basically charge more than what is reasonable for a product. Let's say there's let's say this company's trying to charge for a bottle of soda, which is like maybe worth like $1 or $2, but instead they jacked the price up to like $20 for like one for like one 16-ounce soda bottle, which is kind of like the ones you get in a 6-pack. But they charge like $20 for it, even though it's really worth like, even though like one bottle is like worth $2, but instead they charge $20. That's price gouging. That's essentially what they're doing with these, what they could be doing with these DLC weapons in the Modern Warfare Remastered, and what they did do with those DLC weapons in Black Ops 3. Anyways, guys, either way you look at it, this is fucking bullshit. Whether you're surprised or not, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all, because Activision does not give a fuck about their fan base as long as they're making money. And they're making tons of money off of these supply drops. And it's just, they don't give a fuck about the supply drops. About their fan base. They don't give a fuck about their fan base. Whenever Eric Hirschberg or anybody else from Activision gets up on stage at a lot of the conferences or at COD XP or whatever and say, "Oh, none of this would be possible without the passion of the fans and the gamers," it's all a load of fucking bullshit. It's all a load of bullshit. I never trust a single word that comes out of Eric Hirschberg's mouth or anybody else at Activision. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about their fan base. They see us as transactions, as resources, and not people. Which, no matter how you, which I'm pretty sure that pisses most people off. Which, you know what? In my opinion, they don't give a fuck about us, so I don't give a fuck about them. So I certainly don't give a fuck about them. Now, it's perfect. I guess it's not uncommon to like a product like Call of Duty, as a product, but not like the seller. I've never liked Activision. I've always thought they were a bunch of greedy scumbags, especially when they added the supply drops, which, like I said, is basically a form of gambling, and it's just fucking bullshit. And here's the thing about Modern Warfare Remastered. When people play Modern Warfare, the reason people spent the $80 on Modern Warfare Remastered plus Infinite Warfare, they wanted to go back to a time before jetpacks, before wall running, before all this shit came into Call of Duty. And they're gonna fucking inject everything. The reason I don't play much Infinite Warfare is just because it represents, notice the multiplayer part of it represents everything I hate about the newer Call of Duty games. It has fucking jetpacks and wall running and inside of really small ass maps which aren't really properly designed for it. The fucking supply drops, which, by the way, they just made viable in Infinite Warfare, which I believe they just made viable I think like today or yesterday or some time this week, I think. But this is just fucking bullshit. They're gonna fucking ruin Modern Warfare Remastered, a game that should be a throwback to when COD was great and when it was fucking, before all these microtransactions. And they're gonna fucking throw that shit into the game. Now, it is possible, it is entirely possible that these weapons that were leaked from this Reddit user were just unused code of the game that the Raven software could have been using from Call of Duty Online or whatever, because I guess that does tend to happen with game development, but I don't think so. That's a lot of those are a lot of weapons for just unused pieces of the game code, and I have a strong feeling this is something to do with supply drops. Activision, if you're watching this video, please, which I'm pretty sure you're not, please do not do this. Don't you dare, Activision, do this. Like, if you guys thought the supply drop controversy in Black Ops 3 was bad, if they add supply drops into Modern Warfare Remastered, there is going to be a fucking revolt, because people are so passionate about Modern Warfare, about COD 4, because in my opinion, COD 4 is one of the best shooters ever made. In my opinion, this is a fantastic shooter, not only in the community, by community standards, but also by critics as well. Like, this game is fucking amazing. It's, in my opinion, one of the best games of all time. And Activision's gonna fucking ruin it, especially because this is a great remaster of a great game, and especially since they've already charged us $80 for this fucking game, and it's fucking bullshit. They're gonna throw all this fucking supply drops and shit into fucking Modern Warfare Remastered. And like I said, I'm not entirely surprised that they're doing this. Like I said, Activision doesn't give a fuck about their fans, but just guys, if you guys don't like supply drops, like I know many people don't like supply drops and all that shit, I say just don't buy them. Just don't buy them. I say since they're probably going to keep doing this, I say starting with next year's Call of Duty, I say we don't buy Call of Duty games anymore. I say we boycott Call of Duty. That is if they do. That is if they put these fucking shit in there, which I really hope so. Which I really hope they don't. Just I'm kind of rambling now. Anyways, guys, let's hope to God Activision doesn't do this. I mean, there's going to be a revolt if they put this into, if they put supply drops into Modern Warfare Remastered, especially since a lot of these guns are new guns that weren't in the game originally. So at that point, it's not really COD 4 anymore, if you would think about it. If they do add this shit into Modern Warfare Remastered. Anyways, guys, I'm rambling. I'm rambling now. Anyways, guys, please tell me what you guys think of this. Do you guys think that this could be supply drops, or do you think this could be something else? You guys think that this could be unused game code, or is it just part of the December drop? Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.